So we're a season best, 12 games over 500. Have James on the wing and McCollum defending. The double by Murphy. Reeves, Hachimura, three, good!
I'm starting with that play for a specific reason. Without rewinding, tell me what happened. More specifically, tell me what LeBron James did that was fantastic and crucial to the success of that play. Hit pause, think about it for a second, but before you hit play again, have an answer. I want you to have really thought about it. Okay, now I'm going to play it again.
So we're a season best, 12 games over 500. Have James on the wing and McCollum defending. The double by Murphy. Reeves, Hachimura, three, good!
Okay, so now that you've had your answer and looked at it a couple of times, listen to what comes next.
Good!
And that's the LeBron James effect.
Holy Balco balls. That's the LeBron James effect. This is dangerous. This is damaging. A lot of people probably didn't even process what they saw in that play, but they did hear Reggie Miller give LeBron James the credit. What really happened on that play was LeBron James passed to one of his shorter teammates down on the block who was in a position against two bigger defenders. Austin Reeves had to find a way out of that jam and find the open Hachimura. Hachimura is the one who made the three. Austin Reeves is the one who found Hachimura. In fact, Austin Reeves is the one who brought the ball up. LeBron James touched the ball once. Somehow, he still got the credit for that play, even as he lazily watched from the side with his arms down and started to leave before the play was over. But yes, he was the reason that that play worked, or at least that's what you were told. Gonna talk about Reggie Miller today. Reggie Miller is a disappointment because he was a likable guy. He was a likable player. And those people, when they behave in this manner, hurt you the most. You know, there's some people that you don't expect anything good from in the first place. And then there's the people that you're just genuinely disappointed in. And Reggie Miller has been this way for quite some time. He may have put himself at the top of the LeBron James Clutch Sports jock sniffers. I mean, he may be above all of them. It's so bad that I'm almost curious to listen to Reggie Miller be a commentator on a game once the Lakers are out and see how many times he still mentions LeBron James and see how often he can't find anything to talk about, because I think he has a script in front of him that says, when all else fails, mention this, mention that, talk about year 21, talk about what he's doing at this age, talk about taking care of his body. I mean, it's like filler stuff. It's filler script. What do I mean by filler script? I'm going to give you a specific example of what Reggie Miller said right after LeBron does pretty much the only thing LeBron has left in his bag, steamrolling people who are obligated to get out of his way in the first place.
Here comes LeBron, 13th leading scorer, and right to the hole.
Man.
Yes. Yes, Reggie. Do you have something to say? No? Then look down at the paper and remind yourself of what you're supposed to say when you can't think of anything new.
LeBron's got 7.
21 years.
There it is. Harlan had to cover for him for a minute there while he looked down. Oh yeah, 21 years. How could I forget that? I only say it 80 times a game. No, I'm sure that wasn't the problem. In fact, Reggie says it so often, he probably says it like in his sleep or accidentally at the dinner table and stuff by now. Maybe he was trying to be creative and say something different and just got stuck. But since Kevin Harlan talked about the 7 points, let's talk about the 7 points. Because at that point in the game, LeBron had 2 buckets. That layup that you just saw and the cherry pick when he chose not to get back and help his team after getting swatted.
Loose and picked up with LeBron getting it at the other end.
The rest of the points are from free throws. Yeah, let's talk about that guy. Mr. Layup, cherry picking, bailout, free throw, no help on defense, James. Instead, out of context, Harlan tells us that LeBron has had 5 triple-doubles this season. Why do I say out of context? Well, he didn't get a triple-double this game. He didn't even get a double-double this game. But by talking about those 5 triple-doubles with a tonation in his voice as if it was something amazing, now the people at home think it's something amazing. There have been 137 triple-doubles this season. So no, getting a triple-double is not amazing. Sabonis has 26 by himself. The only reason LeBron got a single-double this game is because of all of his free throw attempts and the fact that he gets to keep shooting even when he's only shooting 30%, nearly costing his team the game. But yes, let's celebrate that single-double. Biting their tongues when LeBron deserves to be criticized, praising him when he doesn't deserve it. I took the game, separated the audio, uploaded the audio to a transcription service, and then checked for how many times they said LeBron. In the first 30 minutes, they said LeBron 26 times. They referred to him as James an additional 12 times. Only 2 of those times were in the context of saying LeBron James. It was an additional 10 times referring to him, but just referring to him by his last name. This averages out to mentioning LeBron James more than once per minute. And this continued for each additional 30-minute segment that I ran through the transcription. Some other things became kind of noticeable. Remember that worthless triple-double reference that I brought up earlier? Well, I noticed that Kevin Harlan brought up that same triple-double 3 times already prior to that time. How many times are you going to talk about the same thing in one period? Then we have a rebound, one of LeBron's lame, no contest defensive rebounds, and Harlan goes off, talks about LeBron's incredible playmaking. A rebound is playmaking now? And he uses that as an excuse to say LeBron among one of the few people to get 11,000 rebounds. It's just never-ending chances to plug this guy. You know what I'd like to do is not show the name of the player. Put this shot chart in front of Reggie Miller and have him describe it. Give this shot chart praise. That's the guy that you were singing the praises of all night. That looks like the shot chart of somebody who's trying to lose the game for you. That is dreadful. Here's a good use of the shot clock. Sing praises for that, Reggie. Then again, that's just what the NBA is now, right? They've removed basketball from basketball. Dribble across, shoot a 3. Dribble back, shoot a 3. I always make the right play. Oh, it's the LeBron effect, as Reggie would say. Yeah, that was the LeBron effect. Bricking a 3 that he shouldn't have taken in the first place. And you just take as many steps walking into that 3 as you need to. No one's going to say anything about it.
And here come the Lakers.
They'll live with Zion.
Crickets from Reggie Miller.
Long shot.
You can see by the Pelicans' behavior, it's the don't get too close to him or there will be a foul type of defense. And he still misses. I wonder what Reggie Miller had to say. To give an indication of the delusion of LeBron fans, they declared that there was a clear foul on this play. And so that's why I provided still frames. Show me. Show me. Anyway, what did Reggie Miller have to say about this miss?
Losing the ball, down he falls, Williamson. Lakers try to convert with LeBron leading the charge. Loose. And Williamson is a little groggy as he goes trudging to the sideline of the Pelicans.
I hear Kevin Harlan say LeBron is leading a charge, and then they start talking about Zion. Absolutely nothing about throwing the ball at the bottom of the rim at point-blank range. Nothing. They did go to a timeout, and when we get back from a timeout, I hear Reggie Miller, I guess they showed a replay, so they couldn't avoid it. And do they criticize him for missing a layup? No. Reggie says, LeBron would normally be able to dunk that in his sleep.
That is normally a dunk or an easy layup that he could have done in his sleep his first 15 years.
I mean, even his misses are compliments.
Laker bench gets it out to LeBron the other way. Met by...
Best possible decision here, huh? I always make the right play. Look at the top of the key. Not to mention LeBron misses this, and not a peep, not a word about it.
Jones and fires that shot in.
By the way, this was clearly off of Anthony Davis. There he goes. He's gonna, yep. Davis is the only one who touches it the entire sequence. The Pelicans did not challenge, but they shouldn't have to challenge. I mean, the refs should not get a play like that wrong.
By Prince, LeBron, Jackson Hayes.
For those who don't know, you can commit a charge without being the person with the ball. Otherwise, you could just knock people over all day. So yes, this is a charge because Nance is in position way before LeBron gets there. While LeBron does pass the ball, he continues to knock over the defender. I'm going to spare you the audio here of Reggie and Kevin Harlan just going crazy about this layup. I will share that it got LeBron his 9th point of the night. I don't know why he's got that crazy look on his face. The only points he scored were from uncontested layups, a cherry pick, and free throws. Forget the NBA. Would you get excited about seeing this layup at the local YMCA? Where's the difficulty at? Does the other team care at all? Reggie showed some pretty ugly bias in pretending that he didn't know what was happening, that he didn't see anything from D'Angelo Russell that warranted a T. I mean, just blatant, in-your-face taunting. He even then clapped at the refs after he got his T, which has gotten other people Ts, which would have been an ejection. No. And Reggie Miller is missing all of this, amazingly.
And there's another little chest-to-chest. It's just going to be Alvarado on the technical. There were words. The movement by Alvarado.
No. There's no way Russell should get a technical foul. For what? He's retreating. He's walking back. It's Alvarado. Rightfully so.
And with another little tap right there, chest to chest.
Back to the complimenting of LeBron James, even when it's out of context. The number of times that it happens is not just a lot. It's weird. It's creepy a lot. It's stalker stuff. It's nauseating. Even if LeBron James was doing something great, because even these double-digit points that he's scoring mean nothing in today's NBA. Even if they weren't consisting of a bunch of embarrassing layups, foul calls he shouldn't be receiving, trips to the foul line that he shouldn't be taking, offensive fouls that he's committing, not being called. Even if all of that wasn't true, scoring 20-some points in today's NBA doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Scoring 30-some points doesn't mean anything anymore. But it goes way beyond all of that. You know, that's just me talking. But here's where I'm going to bring the receipts, and it gets super creepy. Reggie Miller just flat out lying and giving LeBron James compliments for things that didn't take place, things that don't deserve compliments, while also zipping his mouth every time LeBron James deserves extreme criticism. Is it reasonable for me to think maybe you should slow down on the nonstop praise when someone goes 6 for 20? 6 for 20? 1 for 5 from 3? Almost 50% of the points he got that night were from trips to the free throw line. I don't believe that he only had 2 turnovers. He never has that few of turnovers. I do believe that he had 0 offensive rebounds. I'm looking at the box score, and Anthony Davis has a -5. No. Anthony Davis's defense alone puts him in the positives. Why isn't LeBron James's lack of defense incorporated into the plus-minus? Anthony Davis shot a higher percentage than LeBron James. How is he in the negatives and LeBron is in the positives? Anthony Davis had 6 offensive rebounds to LeBron's 0. 15 total rebounds to LeBron's 9. 3 blocks. Only 1 more turnover. Only 3 less points. And again, in this case, I think you can not even look at Anthony Davis's offense and still put him in the positives because his defense is so crucial. LeBron gave up 40 points to Zion. Valanciunas scored 4. Nance scored 10. I guess I wasted time talking about Anthony Davis because they are so busy feeding you LeBron James information that most people aren't even going to take the time to realize that Anthony Davis is getting the shaft. You're just hearing how great LeBron James is, whether he is or not. You're not even going to have the opportunity for your brain to process any of the other details. God, I can't believe the Lakers have Gabe Vincent in addition to their already ridiculously deep bench. Ugh. Rui Hachimura shot 83%. D'Angelo Russell shot 50%. Those guys aren't getting mentioned. LeBron James and his 6 of 20 for 30%. That's who led the way. There are so many more examples to provide. You guys know this. And I haven't even started talking about the free throws, but you know about the free throws. I mean, it's just crazy at this point. Anyway, I wanted to focus on Reggie, and that was only looking closely at a couple of minutes from the first half. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Let me know what you thought of me exposing Reggie Miller.